people who's actually been allowed to see the unredacted Epstein files. What did you find?
Well, first, we found that they were protecting the identity of 6 men. I mean, Massey and I went for 2 hours, and there were 6 men who were listed as co-conspirators, and their names were redacted. I went to the floor of the House of Representatives today, and I called out those 6 men by name.
Salvatore Navora, Zorab Mikoladze, Leopik Leonor.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
The idea here is, I guess you could get essayed, and if you call your assailant the quote F slur, you go to jail. Right? Some country you got there. Some country you got there. By the way, let's point this out, that progressives have for years, as these guys say, you know, hey, we don't want to put in hate speech laws and have people arrested and this and that. They've been doing the same type of stuff for years. They do depersonate, banking, deplatforming, if you touch on any issues that they dislike, they've been doing that for years to conservatives. So they're doing the exact same thing that the government over there is doing. They're just using private marketplace to do it. So what they do is they will go on these massive campaigns to deperson a human being from society because they have the wrong thing, or they say a word that makes somebody else upset eat spaghetti, right? That's what they do. And the fact of the matter is like, who gives it? Who cares if this woman didn't care? Who cares if she was like, you know what, I am homophobic. And I said it because I'm homophobic. That's her business. To even say what you want. You're supposed to, at least in free nations, and that's not what you have there. And that was Tucker Carlson's point. You don't have that. You have... Out of interest, would you use that? Sure, I use it all the time. It's one of the best ways to describe it. Would you use it on a show like this? Look, it's not meant to be... Can I say it?
Would you say it? Would you normally use a word like that?
I would say it for the purposes of TOS, but I mean, if I was allowed to, sure, it's one of my favorite words to say. There's nothing wrong with the word. What happens is this. This word is not even being used as a homophobic slur, and it hasn't since I was a kid, okay? But that's the truth. People call each other this all the time, literally for fun. Just because it's fun. You'll go, it's like running to a buddy of yours. Cosmic Mike, sir. You don't care. And you give each other... It's true.
No, I think if you are they will tell you it is often used in a derogatory way and offensive way intended to demean, and it's done all the time. I don't think you can...
Yeah, sure, but you know what? Everything. You can use any word. I require some want to, or you can use words and they're not derogatory. It depends on the context, and we're social creatures. I'm tired of people acting like socially everybody's... We know that there's context for words. And when you say, in context, this word against the world, people, whatever. It's not a problem. It never has been. And Mark might shake his head, I bet you in high school he was calling them out to his friends that word, and they were probably calling it good. Want them because it's funny. That's why it's funny.
What do you want them on here?
Keep going!
You've never used any derogatory terms in school about anyone? As a joke?
Exactly, a different question. Okay, now you have a different question. His question was this. Again, the first question is no, I didn't use that word high school as he alleged. Second question, have I ever used an offensive term? Absolutely. When I was a child, but as an adult, I like to think that consider social justice. We live in a society where people are still abused, where people are still
I am ready to put on a show.
People are marginalized, and that F-word is used very often to often accompanied by harm. And so if we know that, I agree. If you look at your friend and give him a high five and use that word, you may not be attempting to smuggle in homophobia. I don't think you are. But what I'm saying is we're normalizing the word that's still
guys have been joking around for years saying this stuff, you're not allowed to say it anymore because now somebody's going to get too upset. It literally gives them incentive to say it more. That's what happens. That's how social context actually
That's not what I'm saying.
if you guys wouldn't make a big deal out of it, if you guys wouldn't make, hang on, Lawrence, almost done. If you guys wouldn't make a big deal out of it, we wouldn't have a big deal, right? But you guys make the big deal out of it.
All right. Why do people, why do the rest of the recording got on Trump?
Lost myself. But you know what? They do think.
Us against the world.
Comparing him directly to adults.
Judge, jury, execution.
Quantum match.
Here's the thing. An interesting thing because actually this proves that it's not a left or a right wing issue. Because actually, since the assassination of and linked to attest on Donald Trump's life, the right has been saying, what is your rhetoric? And they understand that whilst you can't make violence against them, speaking about of someone thinking, oh my god, this and again,
It's party time!
calling them what? Starts that dehumanization that leads to violence. And making a progression to
This actually says what you're saying. What you're saying is that you're calling for people to be arrested for things that make you upset.
I am ready to put on a show!
This is the country that was supposed to be adopted our constitution based on these principles of free speech. And, you see bastards are running around actually calling people arrested people because they say mean words.
This is the thing with free speech. You can still make your point. You can still make your point. What is it that you can't say? You don't want to people can't articulate themselves. You can talk about crime statistics based on gender and sexuality, race, whatever you want.
The moon haunts you.
And it's firing off angry thoughts right and she uses this dragon police and because of that she ends up with
Born again.
The only one side of the story, reading the article, it seems that there was a series of abusive and homophobic messages.
Us against the world.
The friend that weren't homophobic. The friend that she said
they weren't aimed at somebody for their sexuality.
Born again.
If I use the N-word against right? Or if I use the N-word against he's like a racist slur against me.
It's party time!
Going up to someone in the street and screaming anti-Semitic things at them. And then it turns out they're not doing it. He's not going to be like, oh well. But you went to a threats of it based on the we go back to the regulation that was made to make him less of a man. Would have
I am ready to put on a show!
I don't think people should be arrested tonight, but it just seems to me extraordinary. You can actually use somebody to match and with no accountability. If you use the F-word and apply the text, you get arrested like
we're in like 7 directions. First, I agree that no one should be arrested for any of this speech. Let me say that. This is not a defense of a rhetoric that you see fit. I'm not defending it. I do think that
The moon haunts you. Us against the world.
for example, you may say to me, Piers, because you're policing my speech around not using the F-word or the N-word or whatever, that you're very healed. That would be a reasonable criticism. I think you'd be wrong, but I think that'd be a reasonable criticism. But you can respond, you'd be saying my behavior is actually similar to that of a particular thing.
Born again.
It's party time!
And making a certain unprecedented way that he is undermining American democracy is reminiscent of
slur against Donald Trump.
No! Wow! That's my... Yes, I'm the one saying no.
So it's not a slur to somebody. It's not a slur to call somebody, but it is a slur to use the F word about somebody who's not even. Explain that.
No. I can't explain what you just said because that's not the point I'm making. You recharacterize what I said.
I'm not sure what the point is you're making.
What I'm saying... Oh, allow me to finish and you will. What I'm saying is, if you are making an analysis of somebody and you in good faith believe that their behavior, similar to if you call me a fascist, I don't think I'm a fascist, but you have a right to say that and I wouldn't call that a slur. If my behavior is reminiscent of that, similar to the or any other argument that you make, I'm not going to call it a slur just because I disagree with you. Where it becomes different is if I'm attacking somebody for their identity. Where I am insulting somebody for their identity, that becomes a slur. And in the last example you gave, Piers, where somebody calls somebody the F word or somebody high fives their friend, as my other colleague said, it gives them a high five and they're not even and they don't mean it that way.
Reality
it may not be
is
a
but an
slur, but you're
illusion.
still trafficking in homophobia. You're still trafficking in racism.
exists where
Hang on,
Magneto
this is
knew.
illogical. This is actually illogical. Listen, I'll tell you why. The reason that this is illogical is
And then allow me to respond, because every time you respond, you tell me something, I don't get to respond. Go ahead.
Hang on, I understand, but the foundation of your argument is these words cause harm based on social stigma. The social stigma is caused because you're using harmful words. Calling people fascist would create the exact same stigma that you're
30
saying these
seconds
other
before you
protected
attack.
classes
Get
deserve.
ready.
Your argument is a contradiction. It's P and not P at the same
I
time.
have
It's
been fighting to
contradictory.
protect
So
my
either it's one or the other
since
one.
before you
Either
were
the
born,
social
boy.
stigma needs to
Now,
be
can I respond?
against. Hang on. And in the UK, people are getting arrested for calling
the
Donald
fire
Trump
of youth
as much as they get arrested for
charging.
calling somebody the F slur because
You would
the
be
social
wise to
stigma is
follow
the thing
my
that you're
lead.
after. So you have
The
to,
battle
you have
starts
to
in
pick
5,
one, dude.
4,
Pick a lane.
3, 2,
Now
1.
allow me to respond. Again, you have mischaracterized my point. My point is not that social stigma is the thing for deciding whether or not you will be something or not. If it were, then you would be right. All words have I can call you conservative. Please allow me to finish.
I just want to answer though.
How disappointing.
What can it
Do
be
you
other
think it's
than
easy to get the answer if you let me talk or if you don't? Okay, what I'm saying is, again, it's just all words can potentially have stigma. If you call me a blue heart liberal, I may find that to be a stigma for me. I'm not saying that stigma alone is the issue. Stigma is not the predicate. And again, I'm not making the case that anybody should be arrested for any of it because it's so grave. I'm saying don't arrest anybody for any of the slang that, or any of the slurs, any of the language, any of the words that's been used against you. I'm saying don't arrest anybody for any of it. But the distinction I'm making here is not one of slur versus over stigma versus non-stigma. What I'm saying is that as a social in the community, we can certainly agree. Even if it's called a stigma, it's okay. You're not actually getting enough for me to stop saying. What I'm saying is we as a community, this particular word, this particular framework has historically caused harm to people, not based on what they believe, not based on anything they've done, but based on a particular identity category. I'm saying we can make different decisions. We may not agree on what
Let me jump in. I want to hang on.
stigma is not the foundation.
I hear you.
Not the foundation. Again, all words can be used. It's not.
Let me ask Andrew a question.
Just repeatedly shouting at Israel to change the fact that it is. I'm not saying that's stigma.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm stipulating it all has
About 3 seconds. Because you'll still be very anti-UK this debate, as America about after you shall not agree. A Reuters report recently said that more than 600 Americans were fired, suspended, placed under investigation and disciplined by employers for comments about Charlie Kirk's assassination. That was after a review of court records unsafe. Much better. Some of them missed on the celebration of Charlie Kirk. 15 both Palmer with divine justice. 9 others were disciplined for variance on good riddance. Other offenders may appear to result in the Republican. Will move from his celebratory way when
I'm
you heard the
opening a
news of
portal.
Charlie Kirk being shot. Now, in its way, is that not the very kind of
A shortcut
sensitivity
to
you're talking
space.
about, or do you think there's a line between compatibility and to
Maximum pulse!
No, the left canceling people for my whole life. They don't just reversing you. They hit you, they platform you, say anything, harassment campaign. The first time I've ever seen poke the bear, poke the bear, poke the bear, they finally did something. And all that happened was just some people lost their jobs. They weren't
They hit a
reversing.
checkpoint.
They
Now
weren't
might be a good time to
completely
stop them.
ostracized from all of regular society because they said a no-no word. These were people who were celebrating in the streets,
The
horrific,
emanations of
which they
power
likely
here.
contributed to through their
Nearly
own rhetoric,
overwhelming.
right? That's what actually happened there. They, all that happened, right, was, for one, the right actually pushed back after you posed this enough time. So, like, look, am I saying that people should get fired from their jobs? No, of course not. But what I am saying is this, is that there's a clear difference between de-personing and de-banking people. The moon haunts you! Society completely. And
The mystic arts won't fail me again.
well,
They
nearly
made
a
it
year
halfway! Stop them!
since we last sat down together. Very different time. It was in my London studio, and 8 days after you got arrested. What's the year been like for you?
It's certainly been an interesting one.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Certainly been.
The moment you got arrested, it was all pretty dramatic. Came out, the world saw it. A lot of people smashing into your home. Did you have any inkling that something like this may?
I knew it. I kept saying before I was arrested on the podcast, I did. We lied to the world. Lied to the slander you and your access.
Beholds the god of thunder!
I knew I was on my second life. I kept saying it. I knew it was coming. I didn't know the bullshit reason they used, but I found out once I was in a cell.
When you were arrested, you didn't actually, you don't speak any Romanian at all. And
The
they didn't
mystic
speak
arts
English.
won't fail me again.
You were taken to a cell.
There's
You
still
had
a
no
chance to
idea
stop them.
what
Better
they
stop that
were
vehicle.
alleging you'd done.
I was arrested on the 27th of December, so because of Christmas and New Year's and other holidays,
I am strength.
the moon haunts you!
Maximum pulse!
I waited 2 entire weeks.
Extermination!
Translation, and then I realized exactly how we did it. To clarify, I am accused of helping my friend get big on TikTok. That is what I'm accused of. I told the world I know how to post TikTok viral when I was at the time the viral person on the planet. They were saying I'm being
They
tracked.
hit a checkpoint. Now might be a good time to stop them.
It's more serious than where you There is a lot
By
of
the
speculation
shades of the
that
seraphim,
the reason
I
the Romanian
return.
authorities knew that you were back because you were en route, I believe, to Dubai for a New Year's Eve party, is that you were interacting with Greta Thunberg on social media, and you had a pizza in front of you that came from a well-known Romanian store. Is there any truth to that?
I don't know. I think that they know where I was, lost knew where I was, and they had instructions higher up.
Leave me, darkness!
There's an irony in this situation.
The pain was worth it.
The precisely what you thought you
Chin up.
avoid.
By the eye of Agamotto! It's slobbering time!
Very safe society. have to be careful what I say because I don't
The Sorcerer Supreme returns.
Only 60 seconds left. Don't give them another inch. Aura, let us have that vehicle. Need assistance.
Maximum pulse! By the eye of Agamotto! The moon haunts!
Down to 30 seconds. Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Zero, you have to understand that this is a superhero movie. He's losing for 80% of the movie. He's going to suffer for the majority of the movie before he gets to the end. I've always wanted to accept the life. I'm not a coward. And I knew that by telling the truth about certain issues, I was going to pay the price for it. So I won't say that I deserve to be in jail, but I certainly put myself in there by telling the truth to the populace and telling the truth in busy.
But when you're on your own in that cell, what were you thinking?
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
In 2 hours, imagine how
Open
many
your
men they
eyes.
are covering up
Reality
for
is but
in
an
those 3
illusion.
million files.
That's right.
But the story gets worse. The reality is that Donald Trump's FBI scrubbed these files
Be
in
wary.
March,
No
long
timeline
before Thomas
exists where
Maskey and I
Magneto
passed the Epstein
yields.
Transparency Act.
This is why I told you guys happened, and I bet this wasn't the first scrubbing. I just think this might have been the final draft. I bet I think that probably the worst 20 to 30% of the files
We can no
were
longer
destroyed.
hide from the dangers that lie beyond our shores.
Now, my bill is clear. The Epstein Transparency Act
30
requires
seconds before
them
you attack.
to unredact
ready.
those FBI files.
Yes.
And yet the Justice Department said to me
Have you made
and
your
to Congressman
decision yet,
Massey,
Namor?
we just uploaded
Stand
the FBI test. And guess what?
That
The
wasn't what they
FBI
were supposed to do.
sent scrubbed files. That means the
How
surviving
convenient.
statement to the
No matter where
FBI
you dwell,
naming
would
rich
you
and powerful
deny
men
your
who
own
went to
people?
Epstein's Island,
Yep.
who went to his
battle
ranch,
starts in
who went
5,
to his home and
4,
raped and
3,
abused
2,
underage girls or saw
1.
underage girls being paraded. It's a little bit of a story. Sure, that's also members of Congress to go to the Department of Justice to put unredacted files.
They don't interpret themselves in court. It doesn't matter unless there are consequences. There have to be consequences. If there are no consequences, the law doesn't exist. There have to be consequences.
Got all redacted files from the FBI. And it's not the fault of the Justice Department attorneys. They were just told to upload things that Donald Trump's FBI had already scrubbed. It's a blatant violation of
I think that it was scrubbed 3 times, potentially 4 times. I think that it was scrubbed at whenever Epstein was killed, because obviously he died whenever Trump was president. I think it was scrubbed whenever Democrats got power again in 2021. And I think it might have also been scrubbed at the end of Biden's presidency with him leading. And I think it was scrubbed the 4th time. And I'm making all this up, by the way. And it was scrubbed the 4th time whenever Trump then took office and they planned on releasing the files. I think logically that's what probably happened.
Feel the wrath of the who is all over these Epstein files,
Yep.
who allegedly had business with Epstein after he was convicted of pedophilia.
Tremble before fast!
That's pretty bad.
Are we in America going to have elite accountability? Are we going to hold rich and powerful people who broke the law
There's still a
or
chance to stop them.
with a pedophile, a convicted pedophile? Are we going to call them to account? Are we
Yep.
going to have prosecutions for billionaires who went to this island
Better stop that
Nope.
vehicle.
and raped underage girls?
We are undefeatable.
I didn't say anything. Are we going to have investigations? I'll tell you what they do there.
There needs to be like, I mean, I don't know about treating people like they're guilty, but there needs to be investigations. They have to look into this. Even if it's embarrassing.
It's not just about the 1,200 survivors. It's about two tiers of justice
Someone in the chat said this is anti-Semitism.
Now might be a good
in
time to stop
America.
them.
It's about people who can accumulate wealth and power and don't have to care about the rest of America.
That's right.
They have destroyed so much of this country. Income inequality is at a 60-year high.
Wait, what? I thought it was the highest we've ever been.
Better stop that
This is the
vehicle.
first time I'm hearing this. My understanding is that it's higher now than ever.
Worker salaries are less than they've been for 75 years as a part of GDP. Now this country seems to be working for the rich and powerful, but it's not working for ordinary working class Americans. I say enough. It's time to begin with accountability for the Epstein files. Hold them in front of Congress. Those people who visited pedophiles. Investigate them. Prosecute them. And let's return to democratic accountability in the United States of America. Let's return to one system of justice in the United States of America.
Mortal
Let's
pain
return
is
to a
no
place where
match
every
for the
American has a
Sorcerer
stake
Supreme.
in this country.
That's right. 100
Still a chance to
man.
stop
And I think
them.
the last part really matters a lot. One of the reasons why I'm gonna link y'all the video, right? This is a great video. I'm very happy to see this. I am extremely fucking happy to see this, and I hope that more people bring it up. And on top of that, now you even have the British Crown that's roaching out. Even they are roaching out. Buckingham Palace stands ready to support the police and Prince Andrew, previous Prince Andrew includes.
This relates to the release of those Epstein files because in the last few minutes, King Charles has made his first intervention in
Sorcerer
the Epstein
Supreme, I'm
scandal.
opening
He
a
said that
They
he
hit a
is
checkpoint.
ready to
Now
support
might
the
be a good
police
time to
as
stop
they
them.
consider allegations against Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Here's a bit of the statement. The King has made clear in words and through unprecedented
By the
actions
eye of Agamotto!
allegations will continue to compromise in respect of Mr. Mountbatten Windsor's conduct. That's according to a
We are
Buckingham Palace protocol.
undefeatable.
While specific claims in question are for Mr. Mountbatten Windsor to address, if we are approached by Thames Valley Police, we stand ready to support them, as you would expect. Now, this all comes after Thames Valley Police confirmed it's assessing whether there are grounds to investigate a complaint by the anti-monarchy
Better
group
stop that
Republic,
vehicle.
which
I mean,
reported Mountbatten Windsor for suspect.
You gotta, I mean, like, really, I mean, this dude's crawling around on the island with a bunch of underage girls and there's accusations. Like, you really think that there's not a reason to do an investigation? I'm not saying he's guilty, but like, damn. You know, that's pretty bad. What should the punishment be for the most egregious examples in the files? It depends. So, in my opinion, I think that, I can't say this.
Feel the wrath of the public office. Very surprising intervention by King Charles in the Epstein scandal.
So people say the king hardly ever comments or has any influence on current politics, so this is a pretty unique situation.
Let's now hear a little bit more about this from
Us
our
against
royal
the world.
correspondent, Helena Wilkinson, who had
Tremble before fast!
Don't give them another inch.
I think the statement is quite extraordinary. It's the first time really that we have heard that previous statements through the palace spokesperson statement that the king's profound concern with allegations that continue to come to light in respect and directly naming in that statement the king's younger brother, Mr. Mountbatten Windsor's conduct, where the statement points to the unprecedented actions that will likely be referring to when the king, we'll cast our minds back to late last year, the king stripped his younger brother of his titles, including Duke of York and also Prince, which he had since he was born. But that statement continuing, while the specific claims in question are for Mr. Mountbatten Windsor to address, if we are approached by Thames Valley Police, we stand ready to support them as you would expect. So a significant statement this evening from a palace spokesperson, and clearly this issue is not going away for the royal family, but it appears that the king has decided that he has to put something further out. And we heard earlier, didn't we, from the Prince...
I think the fact that they're saying something about this and they took away this dude's titles, like, you know what I think? I bet they probably know more about it than the news does. I mean, you really think this guy doesn't know what his brother's doing? He probably knows what happened.
I am no golden god.
Like, realistically, like, he probably knows.
Who wishes to use his power for good. I will bring peace to
Wales,
this
Prince William, who is currently in Saudi Arabia on a trip there, asked by the UK government before he arrived in Saudi Arabia. Prince William and the Princess of Wales put out a statement. First time we heard from them publicly, saying that they were deeply concerned by the latest revelations about Jeffrey Epstein in their first public statement on the scandal. But this statement from the palace spokesperson this evening really going one step further, referring specifically to Mr. Mountbatten Windsor's conduct, saying that it's got specific claims in question for Mr. Mountbatten Windsor to address. They are approached by the police that they are willing to support. That in itself is extraordinary. It is. We know that the king has previously put out various statements, and in this statement here this evening, it touches on the and remain with the victims of any and all forms of abuse. We knew previously from sources that they felt that it was up to Andrew Mountbatten Windsor as to whether he would answer any questions, and it was his conscience really. But this evening,
he is right? Like, look at that! God damn! Fuck, man! I remember whenever I was a kid, he used to have good hair, and then he just like totally crashed out, man. Holy!
Wow. Specifically, naming Andrew Mountbatten Windsor
next
in this statement, and also that they are ready to support Thames Valley Police if they are approached.
They hit a checkpoint.
That is not looking good for them, and thank God for that. I wouldn't want to see them hiding it or any other bullshit. So I'm very happy that apparently something is going on. Things are actually real. Epstein emails sent by 11 victims. What is this here? Oh my fucking God. Forged Epstein document. Yeah, some of this is shit.
Photos to Jeffrey Epstein. There are a lot of viral mentions about the 11-year-old, 10-year-old people sending these photos to Jeffrey Epstein. Did you uncover who sent those photos?
I looked directly at the emails that have been widely circulated pertaining to the age 11, and I haven't written down on my notes, the permission to kill email.
Yeah, that's a pretty bad one.
Yeah, and some of them pertaining to, Joker, whatever that is. Yeah.
I'm opening a portal.
Man.
Pentagram of Paran. By the Eye of Agamotto.
I think that's the question. I don't know if
have
you know, Klein and I
unfinished
know,
business.
I've never spoken to my team or anything. There's no correspondence
Might be
talking
a good
about
time to stop them.
Jerky this obsessively. There's hundreds of emails.
Ashanti guide us to retreat.
He saw my video about it.
Our enemies are
Like, I feel like so many people sent me this clip. Apparently, the video of me talking about the jerky stuff with the Epstein files, so many people saw this. That's a lot.
I am strengthened.
Yeah.
And some of those emails were
So you're saying that these victims are being groomed into...
well, yeah, there's evidence. There's evidence.
Of course. Duh.
It's
No
now
shit.
or never. Stop them. Better
They're
stop
not
that
actually
vehicle.
victims. They're not...
Well, they're victims, and they're also they're. This is what happens, right? Is somebody begins as a victim, and they get molested, fucked with, and everything. It short circuits their brain, and you even have. I mean, there's like a psychology. This is not a one-to-one, but it's a similarity of Stockholm syndrome. There's even a technology for talking about this phenomenon. It's not like it's just some crazy thing nobody's thought of.
Maximum pulse!
They're both victims and also perpetrators. It's not. This isn't simple.
What you're doing, I think that there's a gray area.
Look at this.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Yeah, you should do a segment every day where you see cohort and files you with umbrella. Yeah, maybe I should. It's more simple than that. They get to your stuff. They tell them if you want to stop getting harassed and bring me to the next victim. For sure. And yeah, no, this is really where things are going, right? And I feel like really, I mean, it's just getting more extreme, more dramatic. More of this is coming out, like, and then apparently they were using your child's school pictures and yearbooks like a shopping catalog. They could identify and locate children like they were ordering them from a menu. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. That is crazy. I don't even shook. I mean, what the hell do you expect they doing? Like, this is 100% this is what they doing. Absolutely. And so, no, it's even probably going to get worse, too. And this is the guy. Billionaire Les Wexner, founder of Victoria's Secret, is now unredacted as a co-conspirator. He gave Epstein power of attorney and a Manhattan mansion. Wait a minute. So this guy gave Jeffrey Epstein a Manhattan mansion? Well, why would he do that? That seems a little bit like, that's weird. Why would somebody just give away a mansion like that? Wow. What are the odds of that? Do you think Wayfair was actually in on it? I don't think they were in on it, but they were probably used as a tool for it. Yeah. So this is just more, and then also keep in mind,
when science failed me,
this is what's so fucking insane. I did not expect this to happen. Is that a lot of people are now finding out that Trump was one of the first people who fucking was a whistleblower on Jeffrey Epstein.
Ileana, dear,
More
remember,
evidence
you're
that Trump
more
was
than
the original
welcome in
Jeffrey Epstein
Santorum.
whistleblower is coming out in the court documents. Trump was responsible for
I am,
Epstein's
but
first
books and
conviction.
tea will teach you
and
how to
Epstein
cope with it.
knew and was
They worked
livid.
for me.
Oh my God. So you remember whenever this came out?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to stop them from securing the mission area.
Saying that what Epstein did as a hoax, it's a terrible, unspeakable evil. He believes that himself. When he first heard the rumor, he kicked him out of Mar-a-Lago. He was an FBI informant to try to take this stuff down. The president knows and has great
Enemy in front of us. Another army who will rid us of Moon Knight.
The only thing that I can say about President Trump is that he is the only person who, in 2009, when I served a lot of subpoenas on a lot of people, at least gave notice to some pretty connected people that I wanted to talk to them. He was the only person who picked up the phone and said, let's just talk. I'll give you as much time as you want. I'll tell you what you need to know. And he was very helpful in the information that he gave and gave no indication whatsoever that he was involved in
anything untoward whatsoever, but had good information that checked out and that helped us.
There is no
and that we didn't
reason
have to
to be
take a
afraid of my
deposition of
magic.
him. That was in 2009. That was in 2009.
I can tell you that I talked to President Trump back in 2009, and several times after that, he didn't think that it was a hoax then. In fact, he helped me. He got on the phone. He told me things that were helping our investigation. Now, our investigation wasn't looking into him, but he was helping us then.
This was in 2009. So apparently, and here's the article here. Or this is the file. Knew Epstein was disgusting. Trump said Maxwell was Epstein's operative. She is evil and to focus on her. As I said, generational, massive bitch. Like, nobody has said a single, I have not heard a single good thing about Ghislaine Maxwell from anyone. At least, like, I mean, Jeffrey Epstein, there's, like, people smiling with him, and, like, you know, it's like he's hanging out with people. Like, nobody liked this bitch. Nobody liked her. Oh, my God. Trump told Blank that he was around Epstein once when teenagers were present, and Trump got the hell out of there. Trump was one of the very first people to call when people found out they were investigating Epstein. No one could explain how Epstein made his money. They knew he worked for Bear Stearns. They told that Epstein was kind of a technical guy that would make it happen if he didn't want to know how. None of the victims that PDD spoke with said they had sexual contact with men other than Epstein while in Epstein's orbit. Blank had one time went out screaming. Prince Andrew was a fixture in Palm Beach, and he had no protection while there. Blank had done interviews in the past, and this is all the rest of it, right? So Jeffrey Epstein thought that Trump ratted him out. Wolf alleged Epstein came to believe that it was Trump who had first ordered him to be investigated by the law enforcement in 2005. Man. You are right, people don't care. They're already convinced Trump's bad, nothing can fix it. I already told you that. That's what was going to happen no matter what. So, Trump will resign by the end of the year? I don't know, guys. I'm not sure. I mean, it definitely makes him look pretty good to have this happen. For it to come out, look, this is proven true today.
Khonshu cannot save you this time, Spectre.
Yeah, President Trump was an FBI informant in order to take down Epstein. It looks like this is proven true today through the release of the Epstein document. Oh my God. I don't think anybody was predicting this. I don't. Why was Trump calling a hoax? This is some other reason. And we solved the torture video false narrative. What is this here? If I can find it, there's some other bullshit. And let's see if there's anything else. Collecting info after his arrest. Oh my God. Let me see if we find the rest of it. So he was the one that actually. So do you think Trump and Elon played the bait game here? This is also one from 2016. Okay, let me see if I can pull it up.
Disappear!
Trump would have said to begin with that this was the case. I don't know. I actually don't know.
Let me mention some names to quick response.
Like a one-word response. I sort of think of Benghazi. I think of a failed Secretary of State.
Bill Clinton.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein. A lot of problems.
Barack Obama.
Incompetent president.
Okay. Man. Years before reporting about Epstein's notorious island made headlines.
That island was really a cesspool. There's no question about it. Just ask Prince Andrew. He'll tell you about it. The island was an absolute cesspool. So, and he's been there for many times. Well, I can't say close, but I know friends. You know them. I play at my clubs a lot. I have clubs, and everybody likes to play. Are you saying there's a political problem for her if she runs for president? It could be a political problem. It could be a political problem. Right now, he's Teflon, and right now, maybe not.
Do I regret the fact that he has quite obviously conducted himself in a manner unbecoming? Yes.
Unbecoming? He was a sex offender.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm being polite. In the sense that he was a sex offender.
He was saying he was a convicted sex offender.
My fate is now a disappear.
It's now or never. Stop them.
It was a convenient place to stay. Because, I mean,
Right.
I've gone through this in my mind so many times. At the end of the day, with the benefit of all the hindsight that one could have, it was definitely
Really? I was not a fan of Jeffrey Epstein, and you watched people yesterday saying that I threw him out of a club. I didn't want anything to do with him. That was many, many years ago. It shows you one thing, that I have good taste. Okay? Now other people, they went all over with him. They went to his island. His island, whatever his island was, wherever it is, I was never there. Find out the people that went to the island. I threw him out. In fact, I think the great James Patterson, who's a member of my again! Yesterday, I threw him out. I'm not a fan of Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, anybody else?
He's a terrific guy.
Well, I knew him like everybody in Palm Beach knew him, and the people in Palm Beach knew him. He was a fixture in Palm Beach. I had a falling out with him a long time ago. I don't think I've spoken to him for 15 years. I wasn't a fan. I was not, a long time ago. I'd say maybe 15 years. I was not a fan of his. That I can tell you. I was not a fan of his.
Ghislaine Maxwell facing day 2 of her sex trafficking trial here in New York. The jury hearing testimony today from 2 witnesses, including one of Maxwell's accusers and
No, it's the
former
first time I've seen
personal
videos.
pilot
I've seen some of these clips. I haven't seen this one.
to Jeffrey Epstein.
The big moment in the court, Stephen Laurie, today was when the government called the first of
You'll
4
need a
accusers
top-notch team
against
to win this
Maxwell. The professional actress
Open
going
your
by
eyes.
was seen
Reality
Jane
is
in
but an
court.
illusion.
She said that she was 14
Trump's the
when
original
Maxwell
rat.
and Epstein
Maybe,
first
yeah.
abused her. Jane said that told the jury that Epstein and Maxwell first approached her in the summer of 1994 when she was at a performing arts camp in Michigan between her 7th and 8th grade years. The prosecutor's
7th and
questions
8th
and
grade?
Jane's answers painted a picture of Maxwell and Epstein targeting a vulnerable middle schooler whose father's death 9 months earlier left her family broke and homeless, her mother distant and depressed, and her own dreams in doubt. Earlier in the day, Epstein's longtime private pilot gave the jury detailed descriptions of Maxwell and Epstein's various homes, as well as Epstein's 3 planes he owned. But the pilot also said he never saw any female he thought was under the age of 20 on a plane without a parent, instead describing the 14-year-old Jane as a, quote, mature woman with piercing powder blue eyes.
One cannot keep an empire when there is chaos at home.
So anyway, holy fucking shit. This is insane. I don't know what to think, right? I mean, I don't think anybody really predicted that people were going to be talking about this in this way. Did Trump actually ratted him out this early? File confirms Donald Trump blew the whistle on Jeffrey Epstein's disgusting activities in 2006 phone call with the police. So in 2006, this is before Jeffrey Epstein was convicted. This is before anybody thought he was this horrible guy or there was any sort of implication at all. Trump was one of the very first people to call. Trump's the Maxwell was not going to focus on her. Holy fucking shit. I now see why Biden didn't release the Epstein files when they had 4 years to do so. I mean, I don't know, guys. Definitely flattering distortion of facts. Trump's Epstein's friend. Shame on you? Yep, absolutely. I mean, again, I don't even know if this is a real photo or not. I have no idea. And you even have gray hair back there. I've never seen this. I feel like I'd probably be seeing this photo all the time. AI? Yeah, I feel like this has got to be an AI photo. I've never even seen this.
You made me do this.
Sometimes Willis Maxwell has looked over their better cruising conditions. I mean, if she's going to tell and roast out on people, I'd do the same thing. And how they can't stop winning. I mean, I do think that, like, better already with Jeffrey Epstein does make it look bad, right? I mean, like, because a lot of people aren't going to know this. And I do think that, I think this is very, very complicated. And I don't think that either, like, obviously Jeffrey Epstein, but, like, I don't think that Trump is, like, completely in the right here either. Like, I don't have any evidence for that. But, like, there's just something about it that just doesn't really, you know what I mean? Like, there's something about it. I'm not all the way there yet.
Quantum magic. That's the stuff.
The video title is
You made me feel better already.
Of Video Games Part 2. Oh boy, here we go.
You're looking ready. You might need to change your tampon for this one.
one, huh?
Born again!
Was On trying to figure out how to make games like this?
I just lost my fucking brother, alright? You hear that? My brother!
Second chances.
Coward! And all this fucking bullshit!
Jesus. Quantum magic.
Listen, do I come to your job and tell you how to do it?
What?
So don't come
What?
to my job and tell me.
Come get that vehicle to its destination.
Rome will not fall. Today,
To whatever the hell.
Yeah. And the reason why I think it's literally just this simple. Games made by guys for guys. But your target audience is
You get a web, and you get a web, and you get a web.
255. That's it. That's
Assistance, please.
make them.
Cosmic might returns.
It's a gay rainbow bar. Dead by gay life. Mortal Kombat. Oh, please. This is Call of Duty now. This needs to stop. This is one of the reasons Battlefield is popping off. Sorry, I have now lost so much.
Can somebody explain to me why everything everyone has to
Born again!
go 2 seconds without some degenerate non-binary Maybe how their husband boyfriend transitioned. I'm sorry if this hurts your BP, but you can't enjoy that. Gayness and
Cosmic might returns. Some assistance, please.
But I think that the Cosmos heels, the characters that are gay are the ones that being gay isn't the reason why you talk about it. There's some examples. Guess I shouldn't have complained about the ghost. It doesn't sound good. If I can only think of one right now on the top of my head. But overall, I think that that's really
We are in this together.
Magneto showing the kids how it's done.
Dumbledore? Yeah, but he wasn't really there, right? Either way, my point is that it's made by people that are just they're lame and they're weird. And so their idea of representation is a minuscule version of a gay person or a minority.
Healing power.
That's the reason why. They don't even, like, this is, they don't even know what they're like. Who made Dumbledore gay? Barack Obama.
opposites. Get real now. When I was first getting into Xbox in 2001, every game was about war and about getting the truth. I require some aid. Seems like it was made by women and dudes with people.
You are soothed now, my friend.
Wake up to sleep the dragon.
Quantum magic.
I'm gonna be honest. I agree with you. I agree with you. I think that there is a massive, like, I am a guy, and I want video games made.
Vehicle reached a checkpoint.
That means that the main character is, named, John Smith or John Wick, and he has a gun, and his primary goal is protecting his family, upholding his duty, and being able to protect his country or understand the brothers. And every girl in the story is
born again!
They're also
Take everything!
That's all I
Chances Dante and Devil May Cry. The Cosmos Heels, GTA, Yakuza, Metal Gear, Shadow of War, Uncharted, SOCOM, see you back up all that bravado. Halo, Call of Duty, Gears.
It was actually crazy. This is the fight against
Our enemy has been spotted.
in Metal Gear Rising Revengeance.
They shall not
Require to play this game and realize how far it's fallen.
I am
That's it!
I
Don't
didn't
let anything
realize
stand in your way.
until I played Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. And it was scary.
The Cosmos Heroes. Splinter Cell. Last year I made a video called Simplification of Video Games, and you can
Got so mad. That video, they were so mad.
do this part 2.
Watch a matchup.
I want to give you some better examples of modern video games and how this happens. You guys are probably tired of me talking about Red Dead 2 and Last of Us, so I'm going to try to throw in some fresh examples. In this video, we're going to take that
And more modern.
Get that vehicle moving again!
I could not allow a trace of May's darkness to survive.
We are undefeatable!
Army of Two, a couple single player games. But first, people is tired of lagging some systems. I have found more mods, so man up into a dedicated game tablet. It's a Cosmos Heroes tablet. This thing is safe now, my friend. Snapdragon 8. Heating up won't be a problem anymore with its
Impact.
It's gorgeous.
Quantum magic.
165 FPS, so you're guaranteed to see.
Born again!
Red Magic tablet can handle Cosmos Heroes with sound. It has a 13 megapixel gorgeous rear camera and a 9 megapixel front. Whether you're playing Genshin
Only
Impact,
60 seconds
Delta
left.
Force, COD, whatever, I feel your day of Xbox Game Pass, Nintendo Play, all these are ready to go. You can play anything from anywhere with your gadget. Finally, at $550, this thing is such a better deal than the iPad Pro 13 that's going to run you about $1,500. Click the links in the description to learn more about the tablet. One of the most egregious examples of the demastering once you put the raise the Spider Touch 2 exclusively on PS5. Spider-Man 2018 was much more of a 2000s game. Peter was the hero of his own story. This is why I bought a box that says Spider-Man on it. I want to play.
In Spider-Man 2, one of the things is running around
Final 10
things
seconds.
on walls.
We are undefeatable!
A shortcut through space.
Let's keep fighting!
I curse the darkness.
As a superhero. But oh, maybe they play. Insomniac Games is going to pay $80
Never miss.
We all fell for it. This is why, by the way, I always say Sony is just as bad and just as woke as Xbox. Now look, just to be clear, I have no issue with Miles Morales as a character, and I have no issue with black characters in games. Final Fantasy VII, Gears, Walking Dead, all great games. What we take issue with is that Spider-Man 2 is supposed to be a story about Peter, I don't know, being a superhero. This is why I bought the game. Instead, we play a game in which MJ and Miles Morales are the heroes. They are constantly saving Peter.
I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to, in a Spider-Man game, have you play as MJ. Nobody wants to play as her. It's not about her.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
Open your eyes. Reality is but an illusion. Crises I quietly put out, you have no idea.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
It is is good that you're keeping Wakanda's spiritual traditions alive.
Tell my sister.
Somehow I don't think she's interested in what I think.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Turn up the heat here.
Good medicine.
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
Nobody can stand up against a full-strength Scarlet Witch.
Grace us with victory.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the
By the
momentum.
eye of Agamotto, I am here to lead me down.
Supreme. He was the enemy of his own ideals.
I could take anyone.
What Deadpool skin were they at? Ooh, found me some of the fire.
Good medicine.
Like Spider-Man, but slightly more. If the collector wasn't mad enough on you already, sure will.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man!
Keep going.
Chief Antonio! Hey, Chad! Someone clip this! Come around, they're sneaking up on us. And the Marine! They're gonna pay out shit. It's pretty bad over here.
Leave me, darkness. Good medicine.
Fear Magneto!
Leave me, darkness. Enemy in front of us.
It's Spider time!
Oh, win it, man!
Almost there. Don't turn back now.
I am strengthened for battle.
Grace us with victory!
By the eye of Agamotto, I turn to darkness.
No more words to get back to. I'm already pretty bad over here.
Mortal pain is no match for the Sorcerer Supreme.
I have discovered a nest of mechanical arachnids. Down goes their accuracy percentage!
Good medicine. mess with the Amazing Spider-Man! By the eye of Agamotto! Good medicine. They got me good! I can use a hand! Maybe a foot! Got eyes on one.
I know my way around. Stick close.
I am strengthened for battle.
Spit me out! Fucker, spit me out! Spit! Oh, fuck. Thanks, yeah.
Just who Campbell was looking for. Could use one of these. I have unfinished business here.
And Deadpool just not do the fucking thing. Wow.
They got me good! I can use a hand! And maybe a foot!
Crush the spiders from afar! Such newfound power! Leave me, darkness! Hey, don't mess with the Amazing Spider-Man! Enemy in front of me, expanding flag box! They're behind us! Hey, hit real hard! I have not seen so many spiders since... Never mind. I have made the nest disappear. I am strengthened for battle. By the eye of Agamotto! Out, dark magic! Some swift victory!
Only 60 seconds left.
The mystic arts won't fail me again.
Get that vehicle moving again.
Portal. Pentagram of Ferrara. Good medicine.
Down to 30 seconds.
Hey, Chad! When someone puts this!
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
Don't mess with the Amazing Spider-Man!
It's Spider time!
Hey,
Pick your hero. Or villain. I'm not judging.
I gotta.
Over in Italy, they're having massive, essentially riots over
Open your
America's
eyes.
ice.
Reality is but an illusion.
And again, I don't think that anybody's serious about the whole. It says know your enemy, and they're firing off fireworks. Nobody's actually serious about the revolution. We're taking over. When you guys are firing off fireworks.
When science failed me.
Militarized police forces, riot gear, they're showing up in MRAPs. It's always just
30
you guys are
seconds
just
before
playing.
you
This is
attack.
for funsies.
Get ready.
You're doing it for social media.
Open your eyes.
Yeah,
Reality
fireworks
is
on a
but an
protest, their
illusion.
celebration. The idea that they're trying to feign like they were just peacefully protesting because they weren't using real munitions, but this guy in his little box firing off whatever these things are called. It could blind somebody, but they were just like, oh, we were just
Battle starts
peacefully
in
protesting.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yes, they're going off.
All you
but
need to do
it's
is
one
capture
thing
the
when they're just
mission
kind
area.
of
Got it?
shooting it off into the distance with like the riot police over there. Thanks for the prime sub, Pedro 5. But oh my god, everything's bad. So you see them, essentially they're beating them back right now. This is in Milan, Italy. Wow, this guy has whatever device this is, popping off over the top. This is like a hot concert now. I think that's that same sign before. So this was a rapid escalation from know your enemy to having, what is this guy? It could insight, yeah. Who's in chat that knows what this thing is? It looks like a weapon, but it's just for fireworks.
Missionary is yours.
And that was not the only one. So there's a whole bunch of people here with this thing. Know your enemy. Why are they protesting Italy? We'll get into it in a moment. But they're protesting ICE. It's a Roman Catholic thing. They're protesting ICE in Italy.
Good medicine.
Because of the Olympics.
I curse the darkness.
It's almost like whenever this type of protest happens, it's inorganic because how does Milan, Italy, all parts of France, all parts of the country, whenever the Democrats don't get their way, whenever the left doesn't get their way, why do the protests look the exact same way? You said this isn't about ICE, but as far as the mainstream media says it is. It's crazy.
Scratch my back.
Here decide to take this seriously and say, you know what, we're not doing this for funsies anymore. You can't go regular large parts of the city.
Behold the god of thunder!
To make tax revenue with the Olympics in town right now. It's time for you guys to stop. At any given time, if the mayor or the governor or whatever you call it in Italy decided, no more, we don't care if we get public backlash for the
By the eye of Agamotto,
it would end that instant. And they realized because someone agencies decided that this is okay.
Oh, I'm fine.
They're gonna keep doing it because they think they can do it, but they never really do.
I am ready to put on a show.
As they're wearing black suits. The same thing they've worn in almost every major protest in America. So you mean to say you don't think these guys are actual like Italians? You
sorcerer,
think
open
they're
your eyes.
newcomers?
Reality, other
That
magical
tracks.
adepts.
Here's the thing, you don't want to see them turn live rounds on this, but
30 seconds
at
before
some
you
point in
attack.
time
Get
that might
ready.
happen, and that would be terrifying. That they
Open
didn't.
your
They could have pulled
eyes.
these protests
Reality
earlier. They could have jailed everybody involved here for a decade, and it wouldn't get to the point where they got to escalate significantly. And I'm kind of
Someone
scared.
should have stopped doing a long time ago.
The battle starts in 5,
Anybody speak Italian? What are they saying? But yeah, that's
three,
happening over there.
2,
But then also,
1.
everything reset.
All you need to
But
do is capture
I
the
think
mission
this is the
area. Got it?
Yeah, same thing, just a different angle from that when they're attacking them. It's in Italy, anti-fascist students spearheading the protests in Milan against ICE at the Winter Olympics. So it says ICE out. Now these look like Italian kids. I mean, they're maybe understand individuals speak Italian. That's my exact thoughts. This image with the mist, the Gore-Tex jacket. I was looking at something like that. Gore-Tex just means the company makes it. But we also make it in the Gore-Tex. There's another $100 on top of that. I don't know who says. Maybe something fashion or whatever. But the smoke grenades of them, it looks like AI. It really does. But apparently made haircuts. They all kind of look like people making fun of Assad when he went to the LA protests, or he came perfectly decked out with a turtleneck and riot gear and his little poster on his head and his gas mask and his kifliye, or I don't know how to pronounce it. They're wearing this pink Russian sickle and hammer logo pin on there. It's like Gore-Tex by Armani, the pink Soviet, all this stuff. It's just for social media. They didn't come there.
Judge,
really
jury,
to stop
executioner!
ICE in Milan. All eyes on ICE. ICE in Milan is like a torture to us. Why are these all in English? Render me assistance. Trying really hard not to look paid. Yeah.
Heavy weapons.
I wonder how much designer merchandise is here. No one is here illegal. It's all the same thing you saw in America. So you really gotta wonder. How did they organically get to Italy to be against ICE over there? It says it's okay to change your mind. Show us courage. Leads us something, but it's also
Battlefield ready again.
it's not okay for America to enforce their laws. But as soon as the alleged Italians, because I don't know who's funding this, as soon as they say, we don't want you in our suddenly now it's reinventing the wheel. ICE out.
I am ready to put on a show.
ICE is trying to get America's sovereignty. Sovereignty. Johnny St. Pete says, totally organic, not paid for, and definitely not anti-ICE protests in Italy at the Olympics. They gave them whistles. Notice all the clowns look at the same clowns in America. Also notice the
Judge, jury, executioner!
Double KO.
And then don't mistake this, because obviously I went to a California public school. 6/2/26, that's not July. I'm sorry. That's not June. 6/2. That is February 2026. Everybody else does smallest to largest denomination of time, so it goes day, month, year. Why is it month, day, year here? I don't know. Here, why is it not month, day, year here? Got it. Okay, who's French here saying non-estonio illegally? I don't know what that is, but yeah. Straight revolution with a twist. Yeah, it's straight. What is the word I'm looking for?